Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the happy hour. In fact, a very special edition of the happy hour because we're recording live to tape. It's like one of those sitcoms in the 80s and 90s where they're like, today on a very special, the Wonder Years. I don't know. But we're recording live to tape. And what I thought I would do here at this one is instead of doing a best of where I just take clips from previous shows, I thought I would actually go back through some of the previous shows and actually just pick a song from each list and just play that one song. So we'll start with the 90s here because I did recently, I did 1992 through to 97. They were my school years, and yes, there's an extra year in there for those counting along at home. Won't go into that story. If you would like to donate, the same things apply as usual as when I'm here in the flesh, and that is that you can donate here on the channel on the YouTubes, or you can use the PayPal link. There's plenty of ways to get involved. But without further ado, why don't we kick into our first song? So from 1992, I had a bunch of songs from R.E.M., from The Cure, from INXS, from Nirvana, Patti Smith. I've decided to go with this one from Blind Melon. It's called No Rain to kick us off here on The Happy Hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles gather rain. And all I can do is just pour some tea for two and speak my point of view, but it's not sane. It's not sane. Just want someone to say to me, oh, 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 I'll always be there when you ache. Yeah, you know I like to keep my cheeks dry today, yeah. So stay with me and I'll have it made. And I don't understand why I sleep all day and I start to complain when there's no rain. And all I can do is read a book to stay awake, and it rips my life away, but it's a great escape. 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 Ooh, 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 ooh. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. You like my point of view, you think I'm insane. It's not sane. It's not sane. I just want someone to say to me, oh, 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 I'll always be there when you wake. Yeah, you know I like to keep my cheeks dry today, yeah. So stay with me and I'll have it made. Oh, and I'll have it made. I'll have it really, 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 really gonna have it made. A little bit of Blind Melon, not lemon, melon, with No Rain. And I know there's been lots of rain throughout, well, last month anyway, because again, we're recording this in the past, but I know a lot of people, especially on the West Coast, have you seen folks in like Las Vegas and Los Angeles and California? They're just like, oh my God, man, what happened? What happened to our perfect, pristine climate? It's raining. I know, and then people on the East Coast are like, get out of here, what are you talking about, you West Coasters? You don't know the meaning of the word rain. Thank you again for dropping on by, for coming along here. Even though I'm not here, you're here, and that means a lot to me. Well, let's continue on here. By the way, yes, I'm on the very non-happy hour beverage today, which is water, because I'm recording this at a time of the day where, yeah, really not appropriate to be doing anything else. Let's grab 1993, shall we? And what am I going to go with here? Why don't we go with a little bit of Pearl Jam for this one? Oh no, you know what? I'm going to go with some Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins, 1993. Disarm. Now, I haven't practiced any of these, so you'll have to bear with me if there's errors. Again, we're recording live to tape. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to do a second take. We're just going to go straight through and give it a crack. But some of the other songs from 93, by the way, we had The Breeders, Porno for Pyros, Tool, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Lemonheads, Crash Test Dummies. But I've decided we're going to play one of my favourite Pumpkins tunes of all time. This one is called Disa. 2, 3, 4.
Saw you with a smile, cut you like you want me to, cut that little child. Side of me is such a part of you. Oh, the years burn. Ooh, the years burn. What I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? Killer in me, the killer in you, my love. Send this smile over to you. Saw you with a smile, leave you like you left me here, withering denial, bitterness of one who's left alone. Oh, the years burn. Oh, the years burn, burn, burn. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. What I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? Killer in me is the killer in you, my love. Send this smile over to you. The killer in me is the killer in you. Send this smile over to you. The killer in me is the killer in you. Send this smile over to you. The killer in me is the killer in you. Send this smile over to you.
Oh, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, Pete Johns, Smiling Politely. That one was from 1993. If you're just joining us here, we are doing a best of, but a live best of. We're going back through some of the shows and picking just one song from each of the previous shows to play it again, Sam. And next up, we have 1994. Oh man, there's some amazing options here. What are we going to go with? We've got some Green Day here. We've got some REM. We've got Offspring, Hole, Lisa Loeb, Tori Amos. We've got Oasis. We've got Blur. We've got Weezer. Oh, so many to choose from. You know what? I'm going to go one of my favourite bands of all time, one of my favourite albums of all time. It's called Dookie. The band's called Green Day. And this is probably my favourite Green Day song of all time. It's called Basket Case. 2, 3, 4.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just stoned? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She said it's lack of sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my whining 'cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah. Hey, hey. Grasping to control, so you better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just paranoid? Am I just paranoid? Or am I just stoned? Little bit of Green Day in your day, never, never, never gonna go astray. Green Day, you gotta say hooray for Green Day. Or something like that. Yeah, little Green Day there from 1994. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well and having a good old time. Don't forget you can still do, even though I'm not here technically, I'm still around the place. So even though we're live to tape, same things apply. If you'd like to support the channel, and huge thanks to everyone who does. Everyone who comes along to the show, hits the thumbs up button, donates to the channel, is a Patreon, just is a genuinely nice person, and maybe sends me a note or a comment saying, "You go, Pete, you go." Thank you to you all, and I'll drink to that. Oh, and if you wanna look as cool as I do right now, wear a Studio Live Today t-shirt or grab a Studio Live Today mug. That also helps out. That's the way you can donate and actually get something in return. You get something back when you donate. All right, we're going to go to 1995 now, and since we started with the rain theme, why don't we continue with that and play a tune by a band by the name of Garbage, but they're anything but garbage in my particular opinion. And they've got a really cool tune about rain. It's called Only Happy When It Rains. And I haven't played this one in a while, but let's give it a crack, shall we? I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And though I know you can't appreciate it, I'm only happy when it rains. You know I hate it when the news is bad, and why it feels so good to feel so sad. I'm only happy when it rains. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. I feel good when things are going wrong. I only listen to the sad, sad songs. I'm only happy when it rains. Oh yeah. I only smile in the dark. My only comfort is the night gone black. I didn't accidentally tell you that. I'm only happy when it rains. You'll get the message by the time I'm through. When I complain about me and you, I'm only happy when it rains. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down. I'm only happy when it rains.
Yeah, so you want no rain, and then you're only happy when it does rain. What's going on with this? I don't know. So that one was from 1995 from the band Garbage, who I'm sure many of you know and hopefully enjoy. We're going to move on in just a moment, just an OMO moment. Don't forget we've got other shows here on the channel. If you're tuning into the shows, you can go to studiolivetoday.com/live. That's your one-stop shop for all the shows, because that will take you straight to the live show playlist, where I will always have the most update. Even when I'm not here, even when I'm on a break, that will always be updated with the very latest very latest live shows. So if you're ever thinking, when's John's live? When's the next Studio Live Today show? You don't need to think, because thinking's overrated, right? You just need to go to studiolivetoday.com/live for all the best live shows. Now, and we also have GarageBand Weekly there. We got the weekly podcast. There's a heap of stuff over there. So thank you for your ongoing support. I'm going to play a song from the 1996 list here now, and this one is a bit of a double banger. And I say that because I've chosen a song from Cake, which is actually a cover of a Gloria Gaynor. Is that the artist from the 70s? But this is the Cake version. There is a couple of swears in this one. So if there's kiddies around, block their ears for about the next 4 minutes, because we're going to use a couple of F-bombs. I could not, but they used it in the Cake version, and I think we're all mature enough to handle it here. All right, this is called I Will Survive.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights just thinking how you've done me wrong. I grew strong, I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here without that look upon your face. I should have changed my fucking lock. I would have made you leave your key if I'd have known just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around. Now you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with desire? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, not I will survive. Yeah, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my love to give. I will survive, I will survive. Yeah, yeah. It took all the strength I had just not to fall apart. I'm trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. Now I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. Now I hold my head up high, and so you'll see me with somebody new. I'm not that stupid little person still in love with you. And so you thought you'd just drop by and you expect me to be free, but now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around. Now you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with desire? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, not I will survive. Yeah, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my love to give. I will survive, I will survive. Yeah, yeah.
A little bit of Cake via Gloria Gaynor there from 1996 from their Fashion Nugget album, an album that I listened to the crap out of. I listened to a lot of Cake. One of my favourite bands of all time, and a very cool cover song of theirs. We're going to move on to 1997. Then we're going to mix it and switch it up a little bit. So we've started with these 6 songs from the 6 years of my school days. Let's see, who do we go with for this last one? We've got lots in here. We've got some Hanson, got some Nick Cave, got some Ben Folds 5, got Marcy Playground. But I think we're going to go with this song. This is a nice little sort of ballad song that was very, very popular back in the mid to late 90s. It's from a band by the name of The Verve. The Verve's Urban Hymns album was amazing, and this is probably one of the best songs from that one. It's called The Drugs Don't Work.
All this talk of getting old is getting me down, my love. Cat in a bag, waiting to drown this time I'm coming down. And I hope you're thinking of me as you lay down on your side. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. And I know I'll see your face again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. And I know I'll see your face again, but I know I'm on a losing streak, 'cause I passed down my old street. If you wanna show, just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. And I know I'll see your face again. Baby, ooh, if heaven calls, I'm coming to, like you said. If you leave my life, I'm better off dead. All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. Baby, ooh, if heaven calls, I'm coming to, just like you said. If you leave my life, I'm better off dead. But if you wanna know, just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. And I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Oh, yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Oh, never coming down, never coming down, down no more, no more, no more, no more. Oh, never coming down, never coming down no more.
The drugs do not work, they just make it worse. No, I'll see your face again. So that is our 6 songs from 92 to 97. I hope you enjoyed reliving some of those. And don't forget, you can go back through the back catalogue. You can watch the whole shows. If you really miss 1994 and you want to hear me play the other bands, the Oasis, the Blurs, the Weezers, the Pearl Jams, the Urge Overkill, yeah, you can check out that, or the 92, the 93, the 97. There's a heap of them out there that you can check out. I highly recommend it. I'm going to change things up a little bit here. I'm going to go back when we did some ballads, because I've got a new song and I've just finished recording it, and by the time you're watching this, it will probably have been released. Don't know the exact details of that yet, because there's a lot of variables here at the moment. But I will assume that you can now go and get this one. Go and search it out anyway. It's a new song. It's a new old song. It's an old song that I've been playing live for a while, but I've only just recorded it, and recorded it using some stereo guitar recording techniques. Ended up sounding quite nice, if I do say so myself, with those stereo guitar parts, about 8 of them in total. But we're going to do a very simple, stripped down version of this one. This one, it goes out to all of those people, and you know the ones. I call them the 1%. 99% of us are out there trying to do the right thing, trying to help each other out, and then there's the 1% of rich assholes who spend their time trying to push others down instead of building them up. So this one goes out to them. It's called 1%.
When you open your eyes up to the sky above, see the world. There is nothing that you can do but close your eyes again. 'Cause you don't like what you're seeing, and you don't like what it means, and you don't want to believe it, 'cause you're part of the 1%. When you open your mind up to the evidence you don't believe, there is nothing that you can do but close your mind again. 'Cause you don't want to admit it, that you don't know what to do, and you don't have all the answers, 'cause you're part of the 1%. When you open your heart up to the people who need your help, there is nothing that you can do but turn and walk away. 'Cause you don't care, what can you do? And it's their fault anyway, and you just don't understand it, 'cause you're part of the 1%.
I was reading the other day about the concept of the American dream, and you know what? If you're American and you want to pursue your dreams, I'm the last person to say don't pursue your dreams, but it was talking about the fact that the dream of the working class is to exceed the working class and go and become the owner. So the whole idea of like, if you're a really good worker, then you can build your way up and you can buy your own business, and then you can have workers that work for you, and then you sit back on the beach sipping cocktails, exploiting your workers. And it's so true. You see it happen so much, and it's weird and sad that as soon as people seem to get that taste of that upper echelon, they're like, whoop, I'm in the 1% now. I can start treating people badly, even though the irony of it is that I was treated badly as a worker. It's kind of weird. It's kind of wacky, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Speaking of cookies, because we did the 90s, why don't we go to the 2000s now, and we'll play a song from the 2000s, because I did I've done a few different 2000s shows, but it just gives me a chance to play some more modern music, like this one from one of my favorite bands. It's a band by the name of Muse, and this is one of my favourite Muse tunes from the two. I can't remember the exact year, maybe 2006, around that mark. It is called Asteria, and it goes like this.
It's bugging me, grating me, and twisting me around. Yes, I'm endlessly caving in and turning inside out. 'Cause I want it now, I want it now. Give me your heart. I'm breaking out. Last chance to lose control. I want it now. I want you now. I feel my heart implode. Not breaking out, escaping now. Feeling my faith erode.
A little bit of Muse and Hysteria here on the Happy Hour, the best of, but live. So it's the best of the previous shows, but we're playing them live. We're doing it live here, and we are enjoying a little H2O here today. But we're doing it from the studio live today mug, so that makes it okay. It makes it fine. As long as I'm using that mug, we're all good. Another show that we did here was a rainbow show. Oh, I wonder what we've got in the Rainbow Connection. In fact, do we have that song? Was that one of the ones that I had here? The Rainbow Connection? The Kermit the Frog? Surely. Yeah, oh, here it is. Okay. Well, because it's rainbows, I do have to play. Like whenever you have Kermit the Frog on a list of songs, you kind of have to play it, don't you? And I haven't played this one in a very long time. So now that I've said that, now that I've committed to it, now I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this one going, I don't even remember where to start with this one. We'll give it a go, though. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward one. So this was, of course, made famous by the Muppet, it's Kermit the Frog. I don't do a Kermit, so sorry about that. Yeah, I think we could do this. Let's just do a quick tuning, because I think our E's a little flat. Yeah, we're good. B's a little flat, that's what it was. G's okay, D, A, A's a little flat. Low E is fine. Alright, so get your froggy lighters in the air. Wait, that makes no sense. Embrace your inner frog. Grab the nearest Miss Piggy. I don't know. I'm not good at introductions. Just play the song playing man. This is the Rainbow Connection. 2, 3, 4. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it. Rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered? Wished on a morning star. Somebody thought of that. Someone believed him. Look what it's done so far. What's
so amazing and keeps us stargazing. What do you think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Are these the sweet sounds called the young sailors? I think they're the one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Little Kermit the Frog there with the Rainbow Connection. Oh man, I dig it. I like it. And just a pre-warning here, Russ, if you're watching, or anyone who maybe doesn't like the Beatles. I did a Beatles happy hour a while back, and the next song is going to be a Beatles tune. And I don't know which one I'm going to play. No, I don't remember the In My Life, so I'm going to play this one instead. I was like, do I remember the riff for In My Life? I do like In My Life, but I kind of like this one because this is after the quietness of that one. We're going to play this one. This is a Beatles tune called I Feel Fine. 2, 3, 4.
Baby's good to me, you know. She's happy as can be, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She says so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Why? I'm so glad she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. He said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, she knows. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad she's my little girl. I'm so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things. You know he buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. She's in love with me and I feel fine.
It's been a while since I've played some Beatles, and that was a Beatle song from I don't know what year that was actually. I don't have it written here in my cheat sheet, in my notes. It's not here. So from a year, a mysterious year. All right, we've still got a few more songs to play here for you today. I hope you're having fun. Again, if you're enjoying yourself, thumbs up, guns up. Thumbs up, guns up, and feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to make a donation. As we always say, donations never expected, always appreciated, and I'll drink to that. I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but studiolivetoday.com/merch. That's where you can get all of the latest and greatest merchandise, including the mugs and the t-shirts and whatever else I've decided to put out there. All right, we're going to go on. Another one we did was One Hit Wonders. Yeah, the old one-hit wonders. And there were quite a few cool tunes and quite a few cool one-hit wonders. I mean, we've got some Rick Astley on here. We've got Marcy Playground. We've got Joan Osborne. We've got Chumbawamba. We've got the Presidents of the USA, who technically I don't think they're actually a one-hit wonder. I think the Presidents are pretty cool. What do you think? But there was one artist and one song from 1987. I need a drink before I do this one. Well, I think is perhaps one of the coolest one-hit wonder songs. And I think you're going to know this one. Sing along if you know the words. 2, 3, 4. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And if I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. When the money comes in for the work I'll do, I'll pass on almost every penny on to you. When I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. If I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Alianda, 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 Alianda. When I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. When I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time that I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. When I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. The Proclaimers, of course. I'm Gonna Be from 1987. Aren't you glad I chose that one and not, well, I don't know, Don't Tell My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart, I just didn't think I'd understand. That one? Alrighty, we've got a few more songs to play before we finish off here today. The next show we did was a busking show. So I picked all my favourite sort of busking related songs that I think would do well out there in the streets. And at the time, it was because I was about to try and start busking, and then, I don't know, I wussed out. I was gonna start blaming things. I was gonna be, and then the COVID came back, and then it got too cold, and then it got too hot. And no, I was just a wuss. But maybe eventually I will go out busking, and maybe when I do, I'll play some Doors like this one. 2, 3, 4.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love becomes a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love becomes a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. That I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. 3, 4, come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Whew, that one takes it out of me. Whew, yeah, might need to take a little rest shortly, but not before we play a couple more songs. Yeah. In fact, we're going to play. I'm looking at the next one, and I'm like, oh, that's rock and rolls. Rock and roll. Why don't we finish with a rock and roll song? We'll mix up the order here a little bit. I'll go back because I've got 2 other shows that I wanted to do songs from. So we're going to play one here. If we've got the time. Yeah, we do. We'll play one here from my originals, and then we'll play a little rock and roll to finish off with. And I think one of my favourite originals to play, and I know many folks seem to enjoy when I play this song, is about our 4-hooved furry friends by the name of Goats. So this is an original song. I put it out under my band named Fear Cut, and it's called Goats. It goes like this.
I find it hard to be okay with all the things that are happening in this world. And I find it harder day by day. All the news that is fake, all the walls that they make, and there's one thing that I am sure of. Goats have it easier than me. You don't have to work, you don't have to lift a finger. Goats have it easier than me. You don't have a care, and I wanna be as free as gold. I think that I might go insane, putting up with all of the things you say and do. And I need to find another way to survive in this land. I just might eat a can, and maybe then I can be at one with. Goats have it easier than me. You don't have to work, you don't have to lift a finger. Goats have it easier than me. You don't have a care, and I wanna be as free as goats. They might be penned up, but they're not pent up. They might be pent up with red like me. Goats have it easier than 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 you and me. A little song about some little goats that go something like that. All right, we are going to finish up here because we are plumb out of time, and I did promise some rock and roll. So let's check the rock and roll list and see what we can play to finish off here today. A little bit of old time rock and roll. Let's finish with this one. I haven't played this in forever. This is Bob Seger. It was made famous from the Risky Business movie in the 80s, but it was originally released back in the 70s. And it is a little old-time rock and roll. Thanks for hanging out with us here today on the Happy Hour. Thanks to those who donated, assuming someone did. If not, feel free to throw a last-minute pity donation. Or, of course, you can hit the thumbs-up button, leave a comment, do all those cool things. And I'll see you next time here on the Happy Hour. Just take those old records off the shelf. I said listen to them by myself. This music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music just reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. Folks ought to hear I play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues and funky old soul. Waste your one short way to me to go. Start playing old time rock and roll. Call me a rally, call me what you will. Say I'm a fashion, say I'm over the hill. The dead music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. With that old time rock and roll. With that old time rock and roll.
Thank you very much for being here today on the Happy Hour. Don't forget to check out all the other live shows, studiolive.com/live. And I'll see you next week for even more Happy Hour tunes. Thanks for being here. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.